What it feels like is underground, there's like this big secret vault, and there's humans pointing the guns at us, and we can't get in, right? Congress is trying to get, they're trying to get in. They're saying right here, can we get in? And no one's letting them in, right? Do you have keys?
Right.
What is the chance we open that door and it's the phenomenon back there? It's actually led by this global system. You mentioned, how can we have 50,000 observations a day? You know, what is your inclination that the humans aren't running the show?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked this. I wonder about this every single day. I wonder every day. I don't know what the truth is. But if you are a responsible individual charged with doing, let's say, counterintelligence on behalf of your species, let's just say, you would have to be asking this question. You would be negligent in the extreme if you were not. I've come across a number of witnesses over the years who have spoken to me very credibly, in my view, about human-looking entities that were not human to them or didn't seem like they were from around here, as it were. Are they walking among us? That was the title by a book by Dr. David Jacobs, his last book, Walking Among Us, about human-looking hybrids being infiltrated into our society. Well, it could be a lot more than that, frankly. It doesn't have to be human-looking hybrids. It could be beings that are grown to be human. I mean, they've presumably they might have pretty good genetic capabilities. They could grow their own human beings. I don't know how they do it. But you'd have to ask, is there collaboration? There have always been claims going back for decades and decades by different individuals that there has been communication between us and them. None of it's been proven. I don't know for a fact that it's true, but some of the claims have struck me as plausible and entirely possible. So it's something to ask. I mean, we are a species right now in the midst of the greatest revolution to our existence probably since we discovered fire. Right now, we're actually becoming. We don't hear talk about transhumanism for no reason. We are literally talking about transforming the human species, for goodness sake, into something, who the heck knows what we're going to turn ourselves into another century from now. But you just combine strong AI, combine advanced CRISPR technology and beyond, the ability to do gene editing. Well, let your imagination run wild. We're turning ourselves into something different right now. At the time, we're getting things like quantum computing and ultra strong AI, singularity level, probably in another decade or less, who knows? So we're moving into something that's going to utterly transform all of human civilization. No one's really having a proper appreciation of this, in my view. At a time when massive numbers, in my view, I think massive numbers of non-human intelligences are here now, probably to watch this show. This is the transformation. The greatest show probably in the quadrant of this galaxy at this time is probably us. We're going through the gauntlet, and they're here to watch. Maybe they're here to monitor. Maybe they're here to guide. Maybe they're here to control it, this process. I mean, a century ago, we could not really do anything that would be considered dangerous to them. I don't know that that's true anymore. Our development is moving exponentially, and we're not done with this exponential growth, and that includes weaponry. That includes data crunching, communications. Our capabilities actually collectively as a species are quite formidable. I think a lot of researchers make a mistake when they say things like, oh, we're so primitive, how could they possibly have any interest in us? I think they're really not seeing this very clearly. We're not that primitive anymore. We've got some very, very advanced science and technology, and there's probably a lot more ahead of us that can make us a nuisance to who knows who.